Hey everybody, how y'all doing out there? Been a long time. I apologize. Been crazy. Crazy, crazy. I hope everybody's doing okay. I got some stuff to go over here. So much stuff coming out. For a while it was like boring, boring. Now just poof, everything. So I'm gonna go over some stuff real quick, okay? RFK, Maha, he says no to the WHO. They want to have expanded pandemic powers. He said no. Stephen Colbert, he's gone. Now, I will tell you this, all this stuff about this JE, there's a list of all those people on the Q board. It's been on there since 2017. And Stephen Colbert's on that list. So, and Jimmy Kimmel's Raising Cane and DJT, he always hints about stuff, but he hints that he's the next one on the chopping block. He's on that list too. CBS lost $40 million a year. Cost 100. Get this. That's how stupid these people. This is Trump derangements and TDS real bad. Cost them $100 million supposedly to make that stupid show, but it cost them $40 million in losses every year. They're losing $40 million a year. They just kept pumping in there on this goon here just to trash DJT. So he's gone, and he now Colbert was pushing these things really bad. Remember, he had those dancing needles on his. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. He was paid a lot of money to do that. So, they might be getting him for something to do with that. Because there's a lot of, there's a couple of things that are coming out about that money. But anyway, he's gone. He gone. Bye. Um, yeah. Everybody's having a fit, and the left is having a fit. Wang, wang. Anyway, now I got this Tulsi Gabbard. Oh my, this is talking about dropping the Moab. This is released all stuff. Russiagate, the hoax, all things. Obama, Comey, Brennan, Clapper, all those bad people. It is, I mean, it's just bombarding everywhere. It was this 2016 complete coup. I mean, just bad. Now, Pence was in on it. Pompeo was in on it. Mike Pompeo, he was in on it as well. Now, I do believe, if you've seen Pompeo, I really do think that many, many, many of these people are gone. And let me just remind y'all something. We're watching a movie. Just remember that. So anyway, I think those two have been gone actually because they don't even look the same. But we'll just move on past that. So they all knew, and now all this stuff is coming out. It is, oh my gosh, it's everywhere. And I mean, the left cannot keep up, and this media cannot keep up with it. They cannot. Between them trying to bamboozle him on a JE thing and this, it is just bam, bam, bam. And so he has asked for all the documents pertaining to JE to be released, and he's acting like, yeah, this is so. He's playing it because every time he acts like he's not interested in something, the Dems jump all over it, which is what they're doing. So, the Wall Street Journal put some kind of hit piece out on him. It was fake, 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 talking about. I mean, it was so fake, it was ridiculous fake. So now he's decided to sue them for $10 billion, just like he did those fools over there at 60 Minutes when they took the Kamala Harris interview and chopped it all up, and then took them to court and found out, ooh, they were lying the whole time. Well, he settled out on that one. He $10 billion, but he settled. I don't even know what the settlement was. But now he's going after $10 billion for these fools. Understand, Wall Street Journal is owned by Rupert Murdoch, who owns Fox, with his two libtard sons. Now there was rumors there for a couple of years ago that the sons were trying to get him out of Fox, but Murdoch is Murdoch, so he's suing Wall Street Journal and Murdoch for this $10 billion. Minnesota, Kash Patel. There's 70 people have been indicted in Minnesota where a so-called children's program was accused of taking hundreds of billions of dollars in these C-19 funds. There's lots coming out about that. There's going to be probably stuff coming about how many people took that money, and all right, that's down the road, but millions in the C-19 funds under false pretenses. It's a $250 million fraud scheme. Claimed to have served all these millions of meals during that scandemic, but they used it for personal gain. 38 of those people have pled guilty. Next, we got James O'Keefe. Ooh. The Johnson & Johnson lead scientist and executive admit that the baby powder, Johnson & Johnson's baby powder, contain, quote, cancer-causing heavy metals, unquote. That's been out here for a while, but he got caught by O'Keefe, and then, like he always does, he always goes and confronts these people, or tries to. He ran like a girl. Don't use baby powder. And the DOJ, the federal judge has just cleared the way for the DOJ to get this, to receive a list of 5,000 plus FBI agents who worked on J6. Now that all this stuff is coming out, being, about the JE, now we've got new calls for Seth Rich. Yeah, he was, I'm saying he is the DNC hack. That's got to come out because he is the hack. Calls for that. Also calls for a guy named Vincent Foster. It's been years ago, but he didn't unalive himself. That was under HRC. Got calls for him, his stuff too. Big time. They're going to start digging underneath the dirt and pulling up rocks from everywhere. Next, Coca-Cola has decided to go to pure cane sugar instead of this other stuff they use. And Pepsi is considering it. NPR, PBS, defunded by. Talk about a meltdown between Stephen Colbert and these two lib turd things. PBS has always said we're right down the middle. Next time you look at the PBS, whatever that weird looking face, go look at the little meme that's out here. It's got the same little pointed nose, little woke meme. That's PBS. So they've been defunded. And Catherine Mayer is the CEO of them, and she's asking for money. She's talking about how communities across the world are going to be, they're not going to be up to date on all kinds of stuff. Really, there's a video out here of her pandering for that crap. Bye. And during some of these stuff that Tulsi Gabbard dropped, we've got declassified email shows that Susan Rice noted Obama and Comey agreeing to hide Russiagate hoax from hoax investigation from his national security at the time, Michael Flynn. That came out. And finally, we've got Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Everybody forgets about him. He was the very first one. We've been going through this now for 10 years. 9 years ago, he's the one that came out with Obama's birth certificate. Proved that it was fake. And then they just shoved him and covered him up and all that other stuff. And here we are years later. He posted today and comment on Tulsi Gabbard's, information drop, and says that the Russiagate hoax, Steele dossier, all that stuff, all things Obama, was delivered by the same law firm. What law firm was that? Perkins Coie, HRC's big time representative for her. So he dropped that today. And he also added, well, let's back up. He said, it says that Russiagate, the Russia hoax, Steele dossier, and Obama's birth certificate, he added that in there, was all delivered by Perkins Coie. He said his fake birth certificate delivered by Perkins Coie. See, Joe Arpaio's been sitting on that for a while, and I bet he's got major protection around him because he's the very first one, and he's the one that has it. I think somebody has it, and I think he's the one. He's got the original one that proved years later when they went through to have 7 to 8 different things of fraud on it. Booyah. So there's all kind of stuff coming out. So because it's coming out so fast now, I'm always I'm Gateway Pundit, and I really like Patriots.win. I really like them because it's it feeds from all other platforms, and I've said it again. You don't have to sign up and put a count up. You don't have to do any of that stuff unless you want to interact. If you want to like or comment or whatever, if you try to do that, then it's going to ask you to set up an account. But other than just a Patriots.win, it's called the Donald. Man, you can scroll through that for hours, really. And so if I don't get back, did y'all go over there and Gateway Pundit? Breitbart. Breitbart's pretty good too. Breitbart's kind of overwhelming sometimes. They have a lot of stuff, but they got good stuff too. Okay? So I don't get back to y'all. Just if you're keeping up, I mean, some of us are taking a break. I was for a while, and I know y'all are too. But sometimes you just got to jump back in, especially when the poo gets good. Okay. So, anyway, so that's it for now. That's just a big rush there. Because it's just coming out like crazy. Anyway, so that's it for now. I hope I can get this video uploaded. YouTube has changed the way they upload videos, and it's taking forever. Forever. Anyway, so if you like the video for me, please, and thumb it up and leave a comment. Let me know how everybody's doing. Check in, roll call, check in with me, and yeah, and I think I mentioned before I had a kitty. Kitty been doing a lot of kitty. Had a really sick kitty for a while. Well, kitty crossed Rainbow Bridge this past Sunday. We ended up at the emergency vet, so he's he gone. I got his ashes back, so you know. Anyway, but it's been going on since April. So anyway, y'all have a good day, and we are still like 3 away from 100 subs. Invite your mom and them, and your family and everybody. All right, my friends. Sorry it's been so long. I hope to see you sooner than this. Y'all take care. See ya. Love you. Bye.